Something rare is unfolding between two nations that don't often share headlines: India and Canada. One is the world's fastest-growing major economy, hungry for energy and infrastructure. The other is one of the planet's most stable democracies, rich in technology, minerals, and clean energy innovation. Now, they've quietly sealed a $36 billion green energy pact that could reshape the Indo-Pacific economy and redefine who leads Asia's next power transition. It's not about oil, it's not about gas, it's about the future currency of power: clean hydrogen, solar tech, and data-driven energy systems. And while most of the world isn't paying attention, Canada is quietly positioning itself as the architect of Asia's green revolution. Welcome to Geocapitalist, the channel where we decode how nations build wealth, influence, and long-term strategic leverage. Today, we're unpacking India and Canada's Green Energy Pact and how this single agreement is quietly changing Asia's power map. Because behind the numbers lies a transformation that goes far beyond trade. It's about technology, trust, and the rebirth of intelligent alliances. If you enjoy geopolitical analysis that focuses on facts, strategy, and global balance, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Now, let's begin. India's energy demand is growing faster than any other G20 nation, expected to double by 2040. Coal still powers much of its grid, but that's changing fast. To secure its future, New Delhi is partnering with countries that can deliver both technology and stability. Enter Canada, one of the few democracies with abundant clean energy resources and the capital to develop them. The new $36 billion pact covers renewable energy projects, hydrogen infrastructure, and long-term export financing. It's a blueprint that links Canada's clean tech innovation with India's massive industrial scale. The agreement supports hydrogen corridors, battery storage networks, and digital energy platforms capable of balancing fluctuating renewables. It even includes policy cooperation between Canada's Natural Resources Ministry and India's Ministry of New and Renewable Energy to align certification standards for hydrogen and carbon credits, a step that ensures the exported fuel meets global ESG benchmarks. For Ottawa, it's part of a larger Indo-Pacific strategy to become a trusted northern supplier for Asia's green transformation. For India, it's a chance to secure energy independence without relying on unstable suppliers or politically sensitive oil routes. Both nations see energy not just as fuel, but as diplomacy. And this $36 billion framework may become the first major example of how trust and technology can power a continent. You might be asking, why did India turn north toward Canada? After all, it could have turned to the US or Europe, but it chose Canada, and the reasoning is strategic. Canada offers predictable regulation, ethical sourcing, and transparent financing, qualities rare in today's resource politics. Canadian companies such as Brookfield Renewables, Ballard Power, and Northland Power already operate across India, investing in wind, solar, and hydrogen fuel technologies. India values that consistency. It's not only importing energy, it's importing credibility. In recent years, Indian conglomerates like Reliance Industries and Adani Green Energy have quietly approached Canadian investors to co-develop hydrogen and offshore wind projects. These talks are expanding under the new framework. For India, this reduces dependence on European financing cycles and avoids the red tape of US export agencies. In return, Canada gains access to the world's most dynamic energy market, now attracting over $100 billion in annual green investment. It also builds deeper economic links with India's tech and manufacturing ecosystems, particularly in smart grid management and carbon capture utilization. For both sides, it's a partnership of mutual leverage. India needs clean tech, Canada needs scale. The result: a relationship that's not transactional but transformational. At the core of the pact lies hydrogen, often called the fuel of the future. Canada's Atlantic coast is rapidly developing hydrogen hubs in Newfoundland and Nova Scotia, designed to export by 2027. These projects, supported by Everwind Fuels and World Energy GH2, aim to supply Asia with low-carbon hydrogen derived from wind and hydropower. India, meanwhile, launched its National Green Hydrogen Mission, investing $2.3 billion to produce 5 million tons of clean hydrogen annually by 2030. The synergy is clear. Canada provides the fuel, India provides the demand. But the partnership extends beyond trade. Both nations are standardizing hydrogen certification systems, allowing Canadian-produced hydrogen to qualify under India's decarbonization credits. Shipping routes connecting Halifax to Mumbai could soon carry containers of hydrogen-based ammonia, powering everything from steel plants to public transport. Canada's hydrogen will likely pass through Singapore's refueling networks, forming a new trans-oceanic energy corridor that mirrors the shipping routes of the 20th century, but with zero emissions. Together, the two countries are turning a concept into a global clean energy highway. It's a partnership measured not in barrels but in kilowatts and carbon savings. Behind the headlines lies complex financial engineering. The Pact is structured around public-private partnerships that blend government backing with institutional capital. The Canada Pension Plan Investment Board is joining forces with India's National Infrastructure Investment Fund to co-finance large-scale renewable assets. Private players, including Brookfield Asset Management, Tata Power, and Renew Energy Global, will anchor most of the construction. Each project follows shared sustainability metrics aligned with OECD standards, ensuring long-term bankability. That transparency attracts global investors, making the Pact a template for green financing without debt traps. Additionally, the two countries are working toward a Green Finance Task Force, a joint platform designed to harmonize ESG reporting and streamline private investment. This means that banks in Toronto and Mumbai can co-lend under the same environmental criteria, a rare level of integration in clean tech finance. It's not just a trade agreement, it's a financial architecture designed to endure beyond political cycles and elections. A stable model for a century where energy reliability is the new currency of power. Technology transfer is the deal's secret engine. Canada's University of Waterloo and UBC are collaborating with India's IIT network on battery chemistry, AI-driven grid optimization, and carbon capture systems. These academic exchanges mean the next generation of engineers in Mumbai and Montreal will train under shared research standards. The intellectual bridge will outlive the first wave of projects, creating a self-replenishing ecosystem of innovation. But this collaboration extends far beyond the classroom. Both countries are forming joint innovation accelerators to fast-track patents in hydrogen storage, fuel cell materials, and solar nanotechnology. Canada's National Research Council and India's Council of Scientific and Industrial Research have begun pilot programs where scientists co-develop clean tech prototypes tested in both climates, Arctic and tropical, ensuring scalability across hemispheres. Adding to this, both governments are supporting digital twin laboratories, enabling real-time data sharing for green infrastructure modeling. This means energy grids in Pune or Vancouver can simulate each other's performance under different environmental pressures, a world first in cross-continental clean tech simulation. For Ottawa, this is soft power in practice, influence built on shared education and open science, not military footprint. For New Delhi, it's access to high-end research without dependency, a path to technological sovereignty through cooperation. Together, they're coding the energy algorithms of the next century, quietly redefining how nations exchange knowledge, not just commodities. Energy is never just economics, it's strategy. This deal strengthens India's autonomy from Middle Eastern suppliers and gives Canada new diplomatic reach across the Indo-Pacific. It also positions both as stabilizers amid US-China energy competition. By creating transparent, rules-based projects, India and Canada demonstrate that clean energy cooperation can exist without great power confrontation. But beneath the diplomacy lies something deeper, a map of influence shifting northward. The Indo-Pacific's future isn't just being shaped by warships and trade sanctions, it's being shaped by energy corridors and technology flows. Canada's participation gives the region a trusted Western anchor that operates on credibility, not coercion. For Washington, it's a welcome extension of Allied capacity, especially as North America diversifies its economic links with Asia. For Beijing, it's a reminder that influence in Asia can now flow from innovation, not intimidation. And for smaller nations in Southeast Asia, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Malaysia, it sets a model of partnership over dependency. In essence, this isn't just a bilateral agreement, it's a strategic doctrine in motion, proving that economic collaboration, not confrontation, defines modern geopolitics. Together, India and Canada are proving that energy cooperation is the new diplomacy, the kind that wins minds, not territory. Economically, this partnership is a win multiplier. Analysts estimate Canadian clean tech exports to Asia could rise by $8 billion annually within 5 years. The ripple touches manufacturing in Ontario, wind turbine fabrication in Quebec, and hydrogen logistics in Nova Scotia. It diversifies Canada's economy beyond U.S. markets, a strategic move after years of single market exposure. And it positions Canadian provinces as innovation exporters, not just commodity suppliers. The industrial boost extends into Alberta and Saskatchewan, where oil field expertise is being repurposed for hydrogen conversion and carbon capture systems. Companies like ATCO, Enbridge, and TC Energy are pivoting from fossil infrastructure to hydrogen-ready pipelines, proving that old industries can evolve without collapsing. This also strengthens Canada's balance of payments. With every clean tech export contract, Canada increases its global competitiveness while reducing dependence on volatile fossil prices. Provincial governments are beginning to integrate green export incentives, ensuring this momentum feeds directly into GDP growth. For Canada's workforce, that means thousands of high-skilled jobs across engineering, data, and advanced manufacturing. For policymakers, it means a rare alignment: economic growth, environmental credibility, and geopolitical influence, all from one deal. And for investors, it signals that Canada is no longer just exporting raw energy. It's exporting the future of energy itself. This pact represents more than numbers. It's proof that the 21st century's most valuable currency is trust. Sweden, Finland, and now India, all aligning with Canada's model of quiet, transparent cooperation. Together, these alliances reveal a pattern. Nations seeking stability are turning north to reliability, ethics, and innovation. But the symbolism runs even deeper. Canada's rise in the global clean energy order shows that power in this century won't belong to those who extract the most, but to those who build systems that endure. As the world races toward decarbonization, Canada is emerging not as a follower, but as a co-author of global progress. Its partnerships combine capital, conscience, and credibility, a trinity that no authoritarian system can easily replicate. And while some nations militarize resources, Canada harmonizes them, turning its abundance into bridges rather than barriers. This approach transforms diplomacy into a form of infrastructure, resilient, reliable, and renewable. That's why India and Canada's $36 billion Green Energy Pact is more than a bilateral project. It's a declaration that in the new energy age, the strongest nations will be those who share power, literally and diplomatically. The future belongs to builders, not boasters. If you found this breakdown valuable, check out our next video on how nations move wealth and influence across borders. And don't forget to subscribe. Your support helps us decode these shifts without compromise. Comment below and tell us. Do you believe Canada's green energy diplomacy could reshape Asia's balance of power? Your insights help guide the next episode. Until next time, Stay informed and stay ahead with GeoCapitalist. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.